Hit behind the line and taken down.
K1 short on the stop.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in this first half of action. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Ready? Mike 54. I'm coming.
Here is Lynch on 3rd and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Myers can... And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now it's Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. McCaffrey with a first down and more. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Great. Mike, 55, right there in the middle.
To throw again. Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 65 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. 23 yards on the play. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Let's go. 59 Mike. Check. It's our time. Mike, check. 59. Watch the run. 59. Here we go.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first, this from 41. Myers' kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. a lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, here's Newton. He's got McCaffrey open, complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They will go for it. Now Newton. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A toss play. This is Lynch. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Let's get it. 19. 54 Mike. Check.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will swell the lead to 16. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said does. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just 1 big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're 1 big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and 1, Newton. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And this is caught. He hits more. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down. On 1st and 10, Newton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. A lone second remains now in this third quarter.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Here we go. Let's go.
2nd and 10, Newton again. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on one final play of quarter number 3. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Partner, we always talk about possession.